Well, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has made its final decision on gene editing technology. Joining us now to break it all down for us is Lindsay Smith with RealAgriculture.com and Real Ag Radio. Lindsay, good to have you with us today. So what did the CFIA ultimately decide?
Well, thanks, Tammy. Yes, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, which of course covers all of the regulation of this kind, finally published its third ruling about gene editing technology, essentially clearing the path to use the technology in crop development, in variety development for Canada. There were three hurdles that CRISPR or technologies such as CRISPR would have to clear. One was health and food for humans, of course. One was an environmental hurdle. And this final one was actually the feed hurdle. So the CFIA had to ensure that gene-edited crops were safe for livestock to consume. And they have said that, yes, it passes that bar. And we've now got a clear path for bringing gene-edited crops to Canada.
And so what does this ruling actually ultimately mean for the industry overall?
Well, so this has definitely been long awaited. As you mentioned, the industry as a whole, Canada was at the outset a leader in gene editing technology, but our regulatory hurdles sort of slowed us down significantly, and we've seen gene editing like CRISPR Cas9 technology move forward in other jurisdictions. So we definitely have seen from industry a sort of sigh of relief and a lot of excitement about what this technology might bring for new crop development for Canada. Industry response definitely has been overwhelmingly positive. For example, the Canada Grains Council says that what this really means is it creates predictable, clear, and consistent policies for bringing gene-edited crops forward for commercialization. And really, for companies that are developing varieties and hybrids, that's what they need. They need that clear path forward to commercialization so they can invest in these technologies.
And I understand that the Grains Council will be joining you on Real Ag Radio tomorrow to talk more about this. What do you expect to hear from them?
Well, yes, so we're going to have Krista Thomas on tomorrow's show on Real Ag Radio to really dive into, what this really means, what we might see as far as movement forward on some of this, and of course, the support that, the industry has for this final ruling, really marking that gene-edited crops are safe, as well as they're not going to be considered novel, and that matters in the regulatory space. So really this means that Canadian farmers should, in the very near future, be able to access some of this new technology across the board, and that's, of course, incredibly exciting.
It certainly is. That is great news. That was Real Ag Radio and RealAgriculture.com's Lindsay Smith. We appreciate your time today. This Real Ag Radio update brought to you by Economics. You can go to nutrient-economics.com for the latest crop nutrition research and information. And you can catch Lindsay and Sean and the rest of the team on their show, Real Ag Radio, which airs at 4:30 p.m. Eastern weekdays on Real Radio, Channel 147 on Sirius XM.